Hey everyone, Delvon Digital here, and Google finally did it. So I'm going to get straight into this review. First of all, the design of this phone, I love to hate it. Like, I really want to hate this design of the phone, but it feels really good in the hands. It actually looks good, but I look, to be honest with you, I do miss the passport design that we had in the last year's Pixel. And I love that it was one-handed, but this one is not really a one-handed device at 6.3 inches of a screen or whatever, but it's still not bad. It's really, I actually love it a lot because I originally wanted to get the Pixel 9 Pro and not the XL, but you know, Google and they're pushing those dates back and stuff like that. I had to get the XL because I wanted it. I was just so hyped to have the Pixel, and I didn't want to wait a whole month later while everybody's enjoying their Pixels and stuff. It's grown on me after a few, you know, days or weeks actually, because I've been using it for about a month now, and it's grown on me. So I have no really big complaints besides I missed the passport design, but it is what it is, and we move forward. Like a lot of other YouTubers said that they use this phone on the outside screen the most because the cover screen is so good that they use it. But me, I'm the opposite of that. Because of the cover screen is really good, and because of this is a actual foldable, I literally, whenever I get a chance to use this device, I open it up every chance. If I got two free hands, I'm going to open this device and use it for everything. Social media, it doesn't matter, just everything. Browsing, watching movies, watching shows, watching YouTube, taking notes, whatever it is, I'm going to open up this device and I'm going to use the folding screen that's inside, because that's why I bought a foldable in the first place. No matter how good this cover screen is, the cover screen for me is for anything that's one-handed usage. And the inside screen is when I have both hands free. So I'm going to use the inside screen whenever I have both sides, you know, hands free or whatever like that. So with that being said, that when it comes to me using the cover screen, I use it a lot because sometimes when I'm driving, I get to a red light and I stop and I want to check my phone. It's like for those quick notifications and everything like that. But anything else, I will be using the inside screen to just do everything, even just reading and browsing and doing whatever. That's why you buy a foldable. Sorry to interrupt this video, but just in case you didn't know, Delvon Digital makes his own custom wallpapers. All my wallpapers will be shown in my videos that you've been watching on this channel. So if you really want to support me, go ahead and hit that link down in the description below and go grab you some nice wallpapers. I mean, these things are dope. I do give all my supporters the Delvon Digital exclusive color, and in my custom wallpaper packs, there are 15 more colors just for you. So what you waiting for? Go ahead and pause this video, hit that link, and go get you some wallpapers and come on right back and finish this up. But anyways, let's get back to the video. So one of the many things that I love about the Pixel experience is the cameras. You guys already know that I really enjoy the Pixel cameras. I like to take professional looking cameras with my Pixel. I'm not more so of a point and shoot type person, but if you are that type of person, then this Pixel and this camera would be just fine for you. I'm still a little upset that Google didn't actually give us a pro camera in the Pro Pixel, which is crazy to me. I mean, other people are doing it, but there's people out here giving Google an excuse and stuff like that. But when I see other foldables doing it, having way better camera quality in it, it's like no excuse for Google at all. I don't give them a pass on that. Next year, they have to bring a pro camera. They got to figure that out. They got to figure it out. I don't care what anybody say. They got to figure it out. No excuses for Google at all. But I do enjoy the camera. It's still a decent camera for whatever. And you know me, I'm going to use the tool the best I can. And I'm going to pull out the best quality, the best looking photos I possibly can. 90% of my photos, I literally edit myself. I don't use Google's processing. I do my own processing and stuff like that, being a photographer and everything like that. But the camera would be great for anybody, I think. Now, I know one of those topics that everyone loves to talk about is the battery life and stuff like that, but I don't like to spend too much time on this part of the review because everyone uses their phones differently, got different services, got different environments, heat, climate, cold, blah, 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 blah. And it's hard for me to depict what your battery life would be, but for me, as all my phones, I get all day battery. I don't have to rush to a battery charger or anything like that, but if I'm honest with you, I do use Android Auto, so if I'm commuting, I do plug it up for Android Auto in the car and stuff like that, so it does get a charge throughout the day. And on my testing days, I don't do that, but on my regular everyday life, yes, I plug my phone up in the car when I'm commuting, listening to my music and navigating and do whatever else. So it's really kind of hard to judge if this battery is, really super bad, because in my testing weeks, it lasted all day long. But over time, I'm not sure that I will be able to determine how good the battery will be, because I will still continue to use it in that manner of plugging it in my car when I'm commuting. But if I'm not commuting, then I probably will have all day battery life still without plugging it up, because I'm not like hardcore on my phone like that. Now I want to talk about the inside screen and the outside screen. Now I want to say that I never had an issue of, with brightness at all whatsoever. I never thought about like, oh gosh, this is not bright enough. So that is a big plus. So both screens get plenty bright for me outdoors and stuff in direct sunlight, which is, a good thing, like I say. But I don't care too much for the square ratio. I know this is something that a lot of people like because they wanted that outside display to be like a regular phone size, and now that it's here, I'm not really more so of a fan of the whole square phone-ish when you unfold it. I really like the landscape ratio because that gives me more of a tablet vibe, but it's something that I've gotten used to. Now the apps, well, not the screen, the apps. Now the apps, when you use split screen, they're more longer now than wide. And that's why I don't like that square ratio, because the apps become elongated instead of wide like a full screen app. But it's really not that bad because this is like 8 inches and stuff like that. So it's not bad compared to the OnePlus I had. So yeah, I really do like the inside screen, or let me not say that, it's growing on me, but it's really still not my favorite. Now, I don't want to get too big on features and stuff like that. It's a Pixel phone. By now, I think that everyone should know what type of features that Pixel actually offer on a lot of these phones. I'm not the one that wants like a feature-packed phone. Like what Samsung offers in their foldables is ridiculously overwhelming for a person like me, and that's crazy because I'm an Android guy, but I'm starting to lean more to just give me the simple things and I'm good. So having like split screen is all I need. I don't need floating apps. I don't need 30 windows on a small screen like this, or anything for that matter. I would like to have like an S Pen or type of pen support with this device. That would be the one feature I would want pulled to, from Samsung to like the Pixel. That would be really cool, because this screen to me is big enough to jot some notes down, or I'm not going to draw on anything like that. I got tablets for that, but I would love to draw. I would love to draw. I would love to take notes on this screen or something like that. So instead of typing them in or using my voice, but until that ever happens, then I guess this is what we got, which is fine. But I do use the dual pixel feature in the camera where, it shows the little cartoon characters and, make your kid laugh. This is how I get pictures with my daughter all the time. And it actually works. I love it. She stares at it. But there seems to be like some type of flaw with it where when you use it, it doesn't really focus that sharp on the subject, like my daughter, right? Like the background seems to be more in focus than her. And then when I turn it off, I can clearly see that she's sharper when I take a regular picture like that. So I think Google need to fine tune it. I'll try my best to show you some pictures to represent what I'm talking about though, but it's like it's missing focus when you use that mode and you're tapping onto the subject and hitting the shutter. I tried various ways to correct it, but it seems like it just want to focus that background more than like the subject and stuff like that. But other than that, the Pixel features that you know and grown to love, they're all on this device, and I'm pretty happy with what they offer in this foldable. If I didn't, then I would be using another foldable, because there's so many other foldables on the market with like more features and things you can do with it that a lot of people really love. But I'm becoming more of a simple guy when it comes to stuff, out of the box type user. And that's what this offers me. I want to say there's no surprise that the Pixel 9 Pro Fold is definitely my main phone right now. I actually retired using slabs. Well, let me be fully honest with you. My slab phone is my second phone, but I don't really use it. I got so used to the Pixel Fold or foldables that it's hard for me to go back to a slab as a main phone, knowing that this is a main phone just like this on the outside. And then when you open it up, it becomes a, you know, bigger main phone with a larger screen. I mean, this is something that you just can't walk away from that easy. So I've been using this phone as my main phone despite of the camera. The only thing that I find as the biggest flaw right now to this phone, because this will stop me from wanting to pick up my Pixel Pro XL as a second phone, period. Because if this had a pro camera, then there's no need for a slide phone anymore. This is definitely my main device that I daily drive every day, and I have zero regrets in using this phone over the Pixel XL Pro. Now, one of the parts of the review that a lot of people like to really rag on is like the performance of these devices because it's using the Tensor chip. Now, for me, again, I'm telling you, I've been a simple guy, simple things in life, simple everything, right? So using this phone day to day as a daily driver, its performance has been wonderful. It handles all of everything that I do without a hiccup at all. No lag, no stuttering, no really nothing. Now, I mean, if I'm honest, sometimes phones do stutter every blue moon, but we're talking about if your experience is like that all day long, then that's a problem. Sometimes these flagships will stutter and will do some weird things, and that's all flagships because it's software. Software can happen, you know, it could be bugs, it could be stuff in it, in the coding. You already know how it works. So with performance, it's been great. All in all, I want to say that the Pixel 9 Pro Fold is probably by far my favorite foldable in the market. That should be no surprise to any of you because, you know, this is a Pixel channel and I really do love Pixels, and I see that Google Pixel sales has been increasing since the 9 series, so that makes me pretty happy. Not saying that I'm fanboy type happy, but I worry sometimes that Google may discontinue the Pixels or whatever other things that I do love, and you know, they're notorious for these things, but if I see that they're making profits and they're actually moving up in sales and they're doing good with something, then I know that it's going to be here to stay. And I cannot picture myself right now using any other phone. I don't care what phone is out on the market. I cannot picture using anything else right now. It's from, at least here in the US, the only other options would be Samsung, OnePlus, and Apple. And I don't really like all of their offerings as far as mobile phones go. Now, when it comes to other products from them, I love a lot of stuff, like from Apple, my Macs and my iPads and stuff like that. And then Samsung, their tablets and their watches and their buds and stuff, you know. But when it comes to mobile phones, like the Pixel is the phone for me, and I really love it. And this is definitely a go.